My name is Keith Elwin. I'm a game designer here at Stern Pinball, and this is my game, Iron Maiden.
How you would hear about Keith Elwin if you got into playing pinball, you would hear that, hey, there's this player who's won 7 world pinball championships. He can keep like 4 balls on one flipper and then play pinball with the other. He always is completely in control.
I started playing in tournaments when I was around 20 years old. I qualified, I did really well. I've been doing tournaments ever since. I've always stuck with it. And then I had an opportunity to make it, and I said, yeah.
Okay, he's done everything there is to do in competitive pinball, and now he's taking what he knows and he's bringing it to designing pinball machines.
This is my first game. I was hired to do this design, and that's where it was born. Yeah, so I'm a mechanical designer. His name's Harrison. So this was his first professional pinball design.
And as soon as I got in the door, I was on the ground running, working on this project.
Our software engineer, Rick Nagel, he was brought on to kind of handle programming all the rules that I had come up with for this game.
I'm the technical muscle for Keith's pinball knowledge.
Everybody looked up and respected me for some reason because they thought I knew what I was talking about, so it was great.
We're working in the shadow of some giants here at Stern, so we really had to make a splash on our first game.
So, rookies.
I didn't know that it was an Iron Maiden game until my first day. I started listening to them when I was really young, probably younger than I should have been. Sort of hit the theme jackpot as something I'd like to work on.
This is definitely a dream theme. I really like this design. We haven't done a 4-flipper game in probably 15 years. This game brings that back. I think that's going to be a unique draw for the player.
With the 4 flippers, the upper 2 flippers allows you to play more of the pinball machine than just the bottom part. I think when you get stuck at the bottom part for too long, the back looks very distant, and then when you have that flipper up there, it feels like, okay, I'm up there, I have the control at the upper part of the playfield. Usually the ramps are some of your easiest shots in the game. Keith put the ramps on the outside of the game and spinners and some loops in the middle of the game and make those the big shots and make ramps the tough shots. What it actually winds up building is a more flowing game because the ball is always near a flipper and that flipper can always affect it.
This is the mechanism for the center lift ramp on premium and LE models. So when you collect enough eddy letters, the ramp will raise to reveal this underworld scoop. The player can then shoot into the scoop, the ramp will close, you'll get your mode presentation, and then the ramp will re-raise and fire the ball back at the player.
I would approach Harrison with my napkin scribbling, and then he would ask me for a CAD file. He would turn it into a SolidWorks file, and then we'd prototype it. Sure enough, it would work, and then we'd move on to the next device.
One of the big main features that Keith wanted on every model of Iron Maiden was going to be the bullseye target. The segment is broken up into 3 sections, so you have an outer ring, a middle ring, and then the center bullseye target. So those all independently control a switch on the back, and then our software can determine which one was the highest value that you hit.
The premium offers more kinetic satisfaction because the devices are more interactive.
So Keith's big thing during the development of this game was to make sure that he was kinetically satisfied. And for the longest time, I had to figure out what that meant. Turns out, even if it's a successful hit, it has to feel like you actually hit it. The new Newton ball mechanism tries to bring a captive ball experience without actually having to take up the room of the captive ball. So it's a 360-degree omnidirectional sensing target.
Kinetic satisfaction. I think it's fun to shoot. The rules are good, the sound's good, the artwork's stunning, so that's going to draw new players in. Our artist extraordinaire, Zombie Yeti, he's a big Maiden fan, and he was all excited about it. It takes over a year from CAD files to actually getting built. The whole time I was just, God, what's it actually going to be like when this is on the line? I was so busy leading up to that point, I don't think I really had time to just inhale and take it in. The day came up faster than I thought, and it was just kind of a dream. I was just, oh yeah, look, there it is. And it is very cool to walk down the line and see something you built, getting shipped off to Italy, Germany, and all these other places they're going right now.